Hey over there, Joe Lunchbox.
And Joy Nightingale.
And today we have landed right here in Springfield, Massachusetts.
Wait. Do 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 do.
No, that's Springfield, Oregon. The Simpsons are not Springfield, Massachusetts. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Positive, Joy.
Oh man. Alrighty. So anyway, I can't find Simpsons. What should we do today?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Let's go to a museum, possibly.
Museum, you say? What a fun day. Maybe miniatures in a box. Or a museum about rocks. Maybe an old grist mill. Or wax figures that stand real still. From model trains to flying planes. From teddy bears to wicker chairs. No Fiji mermaids for today. It's redfish, bluefish on display. Museum would be great. We'll make it a date. Dr. Seuss will see. Just you and me. That's right, folks. She didn't love it. I tried.
It was cute.
It was. So what we are at the Springfield Museum. Springfield was the birthplace and where Dr. Seuss grew up. And I heard there's a Dr. Seuss museum, and I'm like, hey.
I do love Dr. Seuss, though.
I love Dr. Seuss too. We should go check out his museum. So that's what we're going to do. And then I learned the Springfield. It's not the Springfield Museum. It's not Dr. Seuss Museum. It's the Springfield Museums. It's a whole complex. Yeah, it's a whole complex museum. So I was like, learning about it, that there's actually like a natural history museum here. Indian motorcycles were made here in Springfield, so this museum has Indian motorcycles.
I actually noticed one of the ones back there. It's toys.
Yeah, there's an exhibit today on Fisher Price and toys. So yeah, we figured let's come to Springfield, Massachusetts. Dr. Seuss, the main purpose. Then I learned all this other stuff, so we're gonna see it all.
It's cool. The van right over there.
I see it.
Have to see.
There it is. The van right over there. That's Dr. Seuss.
Yes.
So we're gonna go do this. Step right up. Let's go for this ride and get out of this rain.
Yeah.
There it is, Springfield Museums. And Mom's with us too today. She's running ahead. So, since they said this Dr. Seuss Museum is small, we had to get tickets. We're doing that first. There actually is a sculpture car, and hopefully, while we're in the Springfield Museum, rain slows down so we can check it out. There it is, Joy. The amazing world of Dr. Seuss. We're here. So we have some mysterious sphinx from the Barnum Mausoleum. Young Ted would visit regularly. They said you could ask for permission, the sphinx permission to go in, but they didn't always answer. Let's see. I'm gonna ask. Can I enter?
Sphinx, huh?
Was that a yes or a no?
I don't know. Wasn't a definite answer.
So Joy, you want to tell us a little about Dr. Seuss? Any information you may know?
He was obviously lived here till I believe it was about 1927.
What year was he born?
Oh, 1904.
Okay.
Sorry.
So he grew up here. He was a kid,
He did.
and then he moved in.
To New York about 1927. Then he was there up until I believe it was after the war. Then him and his wife moved to California.
All right. And what's his name?
Theodore Gizel. I'm not sure about the pronunciation, just because, names like that. But it was Theodore Seuss Gizel. Seuss being his mother's
Maiden name?
Yes.
But was it pronounced Seuss?
No.
How was it pronounced?
Seuss.
Seuss. And people used to call him Seuss.
Yes.
And that's how he got the name Dr. Seuss.
Yes.
Interesting.
To be also associated kind of like Mother Goose.
Interesting. It's really cool how the museum is done. They're like showing like different things that influenced him as a child.
Yeah.
But I like how even the displays, like the words describing are rhymes.
Yeah, this one or this doesn't matter. It's doorbell because you're entering the house.
So ring the bell. You shall not pass. Okay, you can come in. I'm just kidding.
I can't go down this far. Oh, you're.
I like some of the books that he read as a child. The Bad Child's Book of Beasts.
It just looks so cool.
Do you want to see what I like here?
What?
So we're looking at different books that he would have had on his bookshelf. And as we know, Dr. Seuss was an illustrator and a writer growing up here in Massachusetts. Another illustrator here in Massachusetts would be Norman Rockwell. And if you see, they actually have on his bookshelf the Saturday Evening Post, which would have been a Norman Rockwell illustrated cover.
So I wonder if like any of the other ones that are there are possibly like people that were around this area.
Yeah. Like how you were just talking about Mother Goose, they have that right over there. They did do a really good job. These people just did this on this art board. Oh, the places you'll go, Springfield, Mass, June 30th, 2019. And they didn't erase it, which is cool. I like it.
It is a little bakery.
What should I add, Joy? Polka dots.
Okay. Oh. Wait.
What? Did I destroy it?
I think so.
Oh no. I'll fix it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I think I messed it up more. Erase it. Oh. Uh-oh. What did you just do? There's actually recipes on how to make rye bread and soft pretzels. So I was photographing directions. When I get home, I could be chef, and I'm gonna make us rye bread and pretzels.
Ted, how do you say his name? Geisel's grandmother and grandfather's last name was Seuss. They lived in Springfield and owned a bakery that was put to good use. The bakery made pretzels and custards and best of all pies. The treats were scrumptious and there were nearly too many to categorize. Ted's mother Henrietta worked at the bakery too. She never forgot the jingle she sang to help the family make do. The song went like this, and it was rhythmic, oh gosh. Apple, mince, lemon, peach, apricot, pineapple, blueberry, coconut, custard, and squash.
Joy.
Find Henrietta.
And here they are. Apple, mince, lemon, apricot, pineapple, blueberry, coconut, custard, and squash. We have some early illustrations from Dr. Seuss, probably before he was Dr. Seuss. This one might have been young work for some sort of local paper or a high school or college one. Then we get some fun with Dr. Seuss. Joy, look! Did you ever know he made one about me? That's me climbing Mount Washington. So Joy, we said it in our opening rhyme when we come in. We're gonna see the red fish, blue fish. I found all the fishes. And look, they're all just going for that one worm. But going around looks funny. Cute little kids playing with fishes. Then there's a model of a brewery.
That's their...
It was his grandfather's brewery. It never made alcohol look so inviting. I do like that if you look, everything is blown glass. All the little ends, the nozzles are all blown glass. This is really cool. I love how the walls are different books. Which one's this one, Ma?
This should be, if I remember correctly, it's either Bartholomew's Caps or Hats.
I never read this one as a child, but I do like the imagery for it.
Yeah. I read them all, but I was like in first and second grade. So.
Joy's taking selfies with the cat in the hat. She's gonna take a photo of me now with the cat in the hat. Yeah. So it's funny, of this glass model, it's based off his grandfather's brewery, but Ted would imagine in his book, The Sleeping Book, which he made in 1962, of moose and goose juice, and this is what this glass one is actually making. Yeah, you can see the goose juice being made. Forest Park Zoo sign is really cool.
Oh, see, it is if I ran the zoo.
I like how different things are made, like Lego Children's Fund made the Lego area for kids to play here in the zoo.
So he actually was one of like the first people that had nerd in his
So that's what a nerd looks like?
Yep.
I'm okay being a nerd. I'm better a nerd than a seersucker, you know what I mean?
I'd rather be a nerd than a nurgle.
I don't mind being a nerdle.
No, the nerd looks cool.
I like it. It cooch. Look where we're going next, Joy. He's a mean one, Mr. Grinch. We're going to Whoville.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh, yay!
She's a mean one, Miss Joy Nightingale. But she's grown a heart of gold. I love
My
you.
date.
Oh, here's your date. What about me? That's my date right there. This museum might not be the most educational, but boy, is it fun. Look at this.
You're learning a little thing or
I know.
Thing or two.
I got it. You were learning a little thing or two. There's thing one and thing two. Ready? There he is. The cat in the hat. It's the 7-hump wump. Joy's doing it. And there it is. I said we'd see them. There they are. Redfish, bluefish on display. Joy, you can help the larks recycle. What's trash and what's recycling?
And compost. I don't see any compost ones.
But what are you gonna throw out, Joy? Throw out those bones.
Bones are trash.
What do you got? What do you got? We can recycle.
Newspapers.
Oh yeah, put those newspapers in that trash.
Recycle.
The Larks was teaching about recycling back in 1971, and there he is. By the recycling game Joy just played. The stacking turtle game. Well, you're not allowed to stack these big fun sculptures. You have these little foam ones. Someone already stacked them for me. I could just show you.
They're little turtles.
Yeah, that's why it's the stacking turtle. In the book Yertle the Turtle, Dr. Seuss explains that freedom for all creatures is more important than the power of a single person. This book was made. What year was this made?
Unfortunately, 58.
58, and this was actually his thing to explain being proper and not bleeding. And the Yertle the Turtle was actually based off a man that had a little mustache like this. No, I'm not talking about Charlie Chaplin. The other one. King that wanted to rule all? No. But made a cool book. A king wanted to be a ruler of all. He insists on building a throne stacked higher than the other turtles. How high can you stack turtles? Until they fall. There they are. I found my favorite.
This one was actually really cool. It was done on a bet. That somebody bet him that he could not make a book using only 50 words. And then you have Green Eggs and Ham.
Which is my favorite Dr. Seuss books. Sam I Am. And I always wish someone could make me Green Eggs and Ham.
That would be cool.
Because I always wanted to try them. If anyone has a way for me to dye yolks green. Mouse. Mouse rhymes with house.
Okay. That's it.
I would eat green eggs and ham in a house. I would eat them with a mouse. I would eat them with a fox while wearing blue socks. I would eat them in a box. I would eat them in a fox. Wait, I'm eat them in a fox? Well,
Yeah, totally. The fox eats you and then you eat them in the fox.
We did it.
Woohoo! Oh, now you have to touch the word that rhymes with that. Because now you're on level 2.
Try this? Can you try that one?
He sat down and he fell over.
I found my mom's favorite, Hoard and Here's a Who. And in case you didn't know, it lived tiny microscopic right on this little thing. Oh, and this was his last book he published, Joy?
Yes. A year before he passed away.
And what year he passed away? It was 1991, right?
1990.
So this book was published in 1990. This is Oh, the Places You'll Go.
And it's like his popular one because people give it like as graduation gifts.
Gonna head up to see, what are we looking up, Joy?
The life and works of Dr. Seuss.
The life and works of Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss's scouting medals. I did not know Dr. Seuss was a Boy Scout. A local troop here, the county, used for their National Jamboree in 2005 at AP Hill. I went there in 1997. All the Dr. Seuss imagery for their Jamboree patches. That is really cool.
So right there we have his preliminary sketch of the Grinch, or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Which he actually teamed up with animator Chuck Jones, who I believe was part of Looney Tunes. And this is what they came up with.
Very cool. I like this. Well before his author of children book, Dr. Seuss was in illustrated advertising. His talents were tapped to sell such products as Holy Sugar, Flit Bug Spray, and I can't even pronounce that, a beer nail company. Cool toy from 1959. It's like, it reminds me of Miss Potato Head. You had the different parts and you made your own Dr. Seuss type animal.
Yeah.
Goudy the Dowdy Grackle. Going into his actual room. Ted, Dr. Seuss, and we have the cat in the hat here. This is an observation tower. Looking on top of a hill he bought in California. Interesting. And is this the bedroom from that said observation tower? We have some original art supplies of his and his drawing desk. Oh, this is really cool. Yeah, there's some cool stuff here.
That would be awesome. With him.
It all starts with Dr. Seuss. Yes, it does. Let's look across the way. What room we have here? We have another one of the tower rooms, I'm assuming, based off the bedroom. You can see him sitting on the sofa there with stuff behind it.
Oh, can I have that? Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah,
Like
that
so
big
old
cat in the
school.
hat. But look, if you look in that photo, they're laying with that cat in the hat. We haven't gone to yet, the sculpture garden outside. And here's how they made them. There he is, the Lorax. This is really cool. Dr. Seuss is, well, I guess it would be his great nephew, or his nephew, was also named Ted. And these are actually notes that he wrote, his great nephew. So they're called Ted to Ted. The view from the stairs here, this mural. From there to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. And it's actually lists on the side where Joy's standing. Each thing's from a different Dr. Seuss book. What I love is how magical the creatures are. Not just the creatures, but like the foods and like the settings. I like really wanted to live there. I want to try that watermelon. So, in case you can't tell, I really do enjoy this museum. I am a big Dr. Seuss fan. So much that besides doing sideshow, my daily job and photography, another, I guess you could say, hobby of mine, interest, thing I do in life. I'm also an ordained minister. But I always say, more recent, I like a quote from Dr. Seuss, and I want to read that quote to you today, because we're in the Dr. Seuss Museum, and I figured if I was ever to read the quote I read, this would be the spot. So here it goes. We are all a little weird, and life's a little weird, and when we find someone whose weirdness is compatible with ours, we join up with them and fall in a mutual weirdness and call it love. And it always gets a good laugh and goes, yeah, it's true, when I say it at weddings.
Yeah.
So the last room, if you look around, is more of a, the cat's corner is a kid's activity area where they can draw a sketch. I always like this stuff. Any museum that has these are my favorite. Where are you from? Put the little dot.
Are you gonna put your dot?
I would, but if you zoom in where we're from, there's nowhere to dot. We've been all dotted.
Oh no, not even on the smaller updated one.
Oh no, you can't see our dot. Joy, have you found it?
Oh no! You've been searching.
I'm just gonna read the end because the end's all you need to do. Read, right? Just look at the end. He always doesn't want to try Sam I Am's green eggs ham, and he's finally in protest.
And then
he takes a bite.
And he's gonna smile.
And then it's the positive part. Say, I like green eggs and ham. I do. I like them, Sam I Am. So I will eat them in a box, and I will eat them with a fox, and I will eat them in a house, and I will eat them with the mouse, and I will eat them here and there. Say, I will eat them anywhere. I say that about most food, though. So we just left the amazing world of Dr. Seuss, which was the William Pynchon Memorial Building, and out front is the sculpture garden.
His tree trunk says unless.
And we have the Lorax. Enjoys with the Lorax. And what's cool is all these sculptures were designed by a woman named Lark Gray Diamond Cates.
I think that's how I would pronounce it too.
And what's interesting is that she created these sculptures along with an artist named Ron Henson, but she is actually Dr. Seuss's stepdaughter. And then I think it was like 2000, 2001 or something like that.
2002.
2002.
Is when it really kind of established itself.
Yeah, but I think in 2001 she started making these sculptures.
I believe so.
Let's go check them all out. We saw the Lorax. There he is, Joy. There he is. Sam I Am. Or Sam he is.
Oh, well, he is Sam.
Okay, ready? Now.
It says, please do not climb on the sculptures, but it's made that it looks like a path.
I think you can
I
walk.
don't know if you're able
can't
to.
climb on them.
He walked, and look how shocked this little girl is that he walked on it. Oh, she just might be afraid of Horton.
Well, no, why would they make them walk?
And here's the moose.
Goes up like this.
They're also trying to contemplate the same thing I am. Am I allowed to walk the walkway? I think so, but I'm not positive.
It says don't climb on. It didn't say walk
Yeah,
the walkway.
I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I like how it looks like a folded page or a wave. And there he is. This Horton Hears a Who. I like this one. Of Dr. Seuss himself with the cat in the hat. With the places you go and you can sit down. Like the Grinch, he's like, I know you didn't finish this page, but I'm gonna turn it anyway. That's cool.
That is cool.
Mom, I think Horton wants you to give him a pedicure.
Alright, so you want me to trim his nails?
No, just pet him. It'll cure his sadness. What did you think I was talking about? Oh, because he has his foot up. I gotcha, Ma. We found it. The way to Yertle the turtle. Yertle the turtle. And today the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud. That is all he can see. And the turtles, of course, well, the turtles are free as the turtles, and maybe all the creatures should be. There it is. We just got out of the Michel and Donald D'Amore Fine Art Museum. We're about to go to this Museum of Natural History and Science. We have this nondescript hallway, and all of a sudden you make this right-hand turn into the dinosaur exhibit, and there's a giant T-Rex. I like that most museums have like skeletons. No, they just built themselves a giant T-Rex.
Have fun.
Oh, it's cool. It reminds me of Pee-wee Herman. You should be looking at it.
Yes. I mean, obviously we do have those.
We do have some skeletons. Stegosaurus. We have an Alamosaurus' footprint here. And it says you're supposed to put your footprint in to see how big your foot is next to his.
Oh no.
I like it. They show how they get the fossils. Yeah, and there's the missing material.
That's pretty cool.
African Hall. My arch nemesis. No, not my mom. I love my mom. The zebra. Joy, be careful. There's some lions over there. They don't look happy to see you. They're not. Do you hear them? They're growling at you. A really cool hornbill eating a butterfly. This museum's pretty cool. We came for Dr. Seuss and look at this. So Joy, do you think the gift shop has a postcard of him?
I would think so.
Because I want a postcard with chimpanzees.
He's got that nice. Right in there.
I see it, Joy. I see it. I see a kajou, a zebra, and an elephant.
Ooh.
I'm glad we went on this safari.
Indoor safari.
Shh, don't scare away the animals. That's why I got my binoculars.
Okay.
Oh, it's cool. We have some stuff from different tribes here. And after that, oh yes, it is a planetarium.
Look at this. That's actually them making
Yeah,
it.
they're making it right there.
What?
Look.
I need some gold. Okay, now I'm going from here directly to the pickup kill.
I made a mistake when we uploaded this video. I said a poem that I made up about Dr. Seuss and how I love museums and all this stuff. And I was like, we're not seeing those stuff, and we're seeing Dr. Seuss stuff. No, we are seeing
Oh
a
no, the
museum
maze of
about
rocks. Wow.
Because here's the rock room.
All the different.
I like how they're actually labeling what they are so you can see.
Yeah.
The metamorphosis, this is my favorite sediment. tree environments. We dig all the night through. Oh, and then you find cool stuff like this. But Joy, you know why I'm getting excited?
Why?
What is my favorite thing of all Rock and Mineral rooms?
The blacklight ones? Oh yeah.
I think I'm gonna get lucky.
Ultraviolet light has been activated, causing these specimens to glow.
AK blacklight trippy. Ooh, Joy's building buildings.
No, not yet.
But Joy, I have a question. I like the buildings you built. But do you think, Joy, these structures would be able to withstand an earthquake?
Nope.
Well, we're
Not at
about to
all.
find out. And what do we have here? Oh, it's true. Fisher Price presents Thomas and Friends Explore the Rails. Look, Joy. It's him. It's Thomas. I'm out of here.
You're out of here.
Got my luggage. Boarded the train, put my ticket in, and we're off. From Thomas the Train to taxidermy. These poor animals. Oh dear. Joy, I have a question. What did the fox say? Joy, I found muskrat Sally. Oh my god. So we have the red fox with this young bringing the food, right? The little squirrels, the food. So look at all the pups. It's cool. We actually have indigenous people of the area.
Oh no.
The woodland period. All the furs drying up. Oh, Kachina dolls and Patchy dolls. All the pottery.
Yep.
Eco Center Aquarium. Going down, Mr. Tyler. Either protecting it from the bear. He's coming to get it.
Wait. Oh no.
You have to look at top of me.
I was trying to look over here. And now coming up.
Yeah. I'm like a bear in a fallen log.
Oh no. Now I'm gonna get a turtle.
I'm gonna call you Yertle the Turtle. How you doing?
This too, they won't miss one, right?
Since we said it in the beginning. Well, we said red fish, blue fish, but now we have one fish, two fish.
They're just like chasing each other.
Oh, do we have some Pacos? So we have the Lehman and Marie Wood Museum of Springfield History. Starting early toys, 1900s, 1910. Some early erector sets. Imagine that, Joy? Like a metal erector set, but it comes in like a metal toolbox.
I would love that more than like the ones that are probably
Early
more.
Tabor. What do we have? 1920s, 30s. Chinese checkers. Some Lincoln Logs. Monopoly. We have some toys of the 50s and 60s. I like an early Mr. Potato Head. New big package. You see, that's when you actually still use a real potato to make his head. Oh, here we have the 70s and 80s. I like it. We got
70s to the 80s.
70s to the 80s. Yeah, this goes into the 80s because Alf was 80s.
I know, but then you have the
I know.
on the other side.
I had the life right.
I had like brains.
Video, computer system, early Ataris,
80s into the 90s.
Cabbage Patch Kills,
I've
My
had
Little
it.
Ponies, Axis and Allies. Joy, don't worry. You're one of my allies.
Oh,
And Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ooh, some classic Star Wars.
isn't that movie?
What is that? I think it's also movies about toys. I always wanted the Mr. Buddy doll.
Oh, come on, Furby.
Dissected Furbies.
That looks scary.
Mr. Machine.
Ready?
This is gonna be epic. I'm ready. It did it! Oh wait, Joy. We seem to lose one. I've lost my marbles.
Oh.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, I got
Do you know what's funny?
you. What?
In the rhyme this morning, I said, from teddy bears to wicker chairs. We actually have a display on teddy bears. When I wrote that poem, it was.
Is it from model trains?
I know. And we had model trains to flying planes. I only was making a song about Dr.
I
Seuss.
know.
And we actually had fishes and trains and planes and.
Teddy Ruxpin.
I know. Park Place, here we come. But I know. I'm gonna go past Go first. I have to collect $200.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a chance.
Connect the dots, la la la. Connect the dots, la la la.
That was my Pee Wee Herman impersonation.
Wow, that's definitely extreme. Dot to dot.
One day, I have so many train sets, I have to learn how to do this with them.
Put you some kind of Picasso or something?
I'm making your portrait.
My portrait? Okay.
It's you sitting.
What? You gotta work on that.
It's abstract. Now we have fire trucks and police scooters. We have local history and stuff. Veterinarian supplies and peanut butter from an advertising sign that used to hang in Springfield, Mass. For Webster's Dictionary.
That's awesome.
Old sewing machines. I like this, Joy.
What?
For Houdini, we have the Hairless Handcuff Company. You know, I'm not a car guy, but I could appreciate them. And they do have some old-looking cars here. A 1928 Pierce Arrow. A 1919 Militor. Oh, this is a motorcycle.
I like how they're.
I want this one. Yeah. You'd be like all styling the sidecar if you're riding it. An Atlas.
That's a big tire.
Just look at the tires. You need it, and they actually have 2 spare tires. And this car, look how beautiful this old car. This is a 1993. What?
Yeah.
That must be a misprint.
No, it's
No?
a copy of.
Oh,
company.
I see. In 1993, for a 100th anniversary, this is an original copy of America's first successful gasoline-powered automobile. The original.
That they did in 1893.
Yeah. September 21st, 1893. First demonstrated on the Taylor Streets in Springfield.
This is something that interests you a lot. All of these little tin toys.
Uh-huh.
How do you like that?
I do love some tin toys. Oh, it got me, Joy. It got me.
No.
It's cool to show the toys. They have a little classic arcade here, and Joy's gonna play some Miss Pac-Man. There she goes. She does love herself some Pac-Man. She got the ghost and the cherries. Joy, so do you like Springfield Museum?
I do.
Dr. Seuss, natural history, art, and now Miss Pac-Man? I like this combination of toys. We have some trains and Legos. Joy, I think they need a bigger boat. We went from little kid toys to big kid toys. Fairfield's vertical 3-wheeler, 1959. I would ride something like that.
I thought it was like cooler.
Oh, I would turn in one. It's gonna be my ice cream truck right there when I retire.
It totally looks like it should
Yeah.
be.
Some military bikes.
That's actually pretty cool. What is it like? To block like.
Yeah, it's the shield for you. Yeah, this cool
Oh,
1916 Pope Manufacturing, Westfield, Massachusetts motorcycle. And next to it is a really different kind of sidecar. And do you know what's funny about that, Joy?
No.
Oh, it just came true. We finished it. There is no Fiji mermaids, like I said, but I said from teddy bears to wicker chairs, and there is a wicker chair. We have an early one, a 1912 Indian. Do you know what I love, Joy?
What?
Imagine you get your bike shipped to you, and this is how it came.
I love it. Bikes.
Oh. And here we have some bicycles. Joy, you ready? It's time for some weaponry. Time for some firearms. The first firearms. Those are some pretty guns. They're also pretty old. Figure that, Joy. Decorated by Tiffany Jewelry, New York City.
Oh, the top one.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the gun itself is made by Smith & Wesson right here from Springfield, Massachusetts. Here we have Horror Smith and D.B. Wesson. Don't worry, these guns, they didn't have a duel. They just made guns. I didn't know they originated here. New Rapid Ice Crusher, Ice Freezer, Friendly's Ice Cream Shop, Springfield, Massachusetts, made by the North Brothers Company. Friendly Ice Cream, one of the most recognizing brands part of the United States, began when Presley and Curtis Blake started a small ice cream shop on Boston Road in Springfield.
Boston Road.
Yeah, Friendly's Ice Cream started right here in Springfield, Massachusetts. Ooh, in 1928, Indian Experimental Roadster. Toys, toys, toys! I get more toys! I can never go wrong with more toys.
Little lunchbox down there.
And they're all Indians. Imagine that, an Indian plane. I guess we have like, this is some Indian motorcycle swag, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Your collectibles.
You got your comb, you got your little keychains, some lapel pins. Here we have some Lincoln Logs, and I didn't know that the designer is actually a man named John Wright, who's the son of architect Frank Lloyd Wright. So there you have it, Springfield Museums. That was way different than I was expecting. I was expecting like, we're gonna come maybe from like a 15-minute Dr. Seuss
like a
video.
little here and a little there.
Yeah. I knew there was other museums. Didn't know I was gonna be looking at like a Monet painting, a Georgia O'Keeffe painting. Oh, ancient motorcycles, history of John Brown, Civil
Why
War,
not?
original Friendly's restaurant, and Dr. Seuss, and sculptures, and taxidermy, and living fish, and outer space, and gems and minerals.
And more taxidermy with the
We
living
had
fish.
model trains,
Yeah.
flying planes.
Yeah.
We had teddy bears to wicker chairs.
Yeah, that's actually insane.
We had a museum of rocks and miniatures and boxes. Wow.
Wow.
And Dr. Seuss. We had the red fish, we had the blue fish.
We did. And we also had one fish and two fish.
Yeah, I think that's great. Did you have a good day here?
Actually, really did.
I did. I hope you did too at home. So for now, Springfield Museums, been there, done that. Remember folks, safe travels, good eats, and live life. Run, little buddy, there's taxidermy in there. You don't want them to make you into a permanent exhibit. Get out of here while you still have a chance. Okay, or just finish eating your nut.